Explain why the Tea Party movement and the 9/12 groups are in existence today.
I think there's just been a general frustration with where government is going. I think it came to sharp focus when President Obama was elected and, like I say, supersized the deficit. But the roots were there long ago. I think in Pennsylvania, we began to realize something was broken with the pay raise, with the legislative pay raise a few years ago. And you saw grassroots organizations start to pop up at that time. So I think there's just been a long brewing frustration with both parties, and that's where it's coming from.
We would like to ask you a follow-up, being that you didn't utilize all your time.
That tells us why they sprung into existence, but what do you understand as being the underlying principles that the organization really tries to promote, as far as what the principles are under?
Well, again, you have the government that has taken on so much more than what was originally envisioned by our founders. We see that, and I use the light bulb as an example, where we have gone a complete mandate out of Washington to order our lives. And we search for the enumerated powers in Article 1, Section 8. Where does Congress have this authority? What triggers it, though, is the spending. We're getting to a point in this country when we're borrowing 43 cents of every dollar that the federal government is spending. How are we doing this? Where is this coming from? What are we getting into? And there's this frustration that our government just doesn't get it. They want to get into everything, whether it's the progressives, whether it's just big government, socialists. People are frustrated, and I think that's where it's coming from.
Mary Beth, explain why the Tea Party and the 9/12 groups are in existence today.
Well, I believe that these groups are in existence because we've been looking at government, as I just said in my last answer, that doesn't seem to be in touch with the people, that think that their legacies are more important than what we sent them to Washington to do. We are tired of a government that is spending out of control with a credit card that seems to be limitless. But it's not limitless because it's our money. And I think that we recognize that there is a role for government and that they are not following the role that they were elected to pursue. And I believe that these groups have energized people across the country to start paying attention to what their government is doing. Government is only able to get away with doing things that the people don't approve of if the people aren't paying attention to what government is doing. And these groups are making sure that people are paying attention, and they are educating and they are invigorating others to do the same. And they are letting the government know that we are watching.